Four news stories from Ethiopia viewers. Before that, a clarification. Some viewers contacted me and they asked about last night's news story regarding Russia-Eritrea cooperation. I reported that Eritrea it could purchase weapons from Russia. There have been some assurances from Russia that it would provide Eritrea with weapons. I quoted a source. I did not name the source. People were asking questions about the source. Which international news source reported about this development? The Economist reported about this development. You can search The Economist Eritrea and you will find the news story. Four news stories from Ethiopia. Firstly, Addis Ababa University has put in place some restrictions on students. They are being barred from wearing Ethiopian flag and they've been barred from wearing shirts with some particular pictures. Why is that? The university is imposing the restrictions. Secondly, Ethiopian government is trying to unite and mobilize Ethiopian diaspora in the US. We have seen reports of some meetings between Ethiopian diplomats in the US and top Ethiopian diaspora members in the US. Does it mean that there are some rifts among diaspora community? Because we know that 2 days ago we heard some reports that there could be alliance between Tigrayan and non-Tigrayan diaspora in the US regarding HR 6600 bill. Thirdly was Dr. Tedros, head of WHO, is speaking out against Ethiopian and Eritrean governments, though we saw a move from Ethiopian government to make WHO start an inquiry against Dr. Tedros. It was a way of putting pressure upon Dr. Tedros to silence him. But last night, a few hours ago, he released a very strong statement against the government, Ethiopian government, in support of Tigray. And lastly, viewers, a former official of Somali region of Ethiopia claims that Mustafa Umar, Somali region's president, is bribing some Amhara news outlets. And he's bribing them from state funds. Firstly, viewers, Addis Ababa University, where some restrictions have been imposed. Firstly, students have been banned from wearing Ethiopian flag. Secondly, they have been barred from wearing t-shirts with pictures of Emperor Menelik II. Why? Because reportedly some students were beaten, they were harassed. A few days ago, the students were wearing flag shirts or t-shirts with Menelik pictures. We saw that at Vachamo University as well in SNNPR a few days ago, where clashes broke out between Oromo and Amhara students. Amhara students were wearing t-shirts with pictures of Ethiopian flag without star sign and with pictures of Emperor Menelik. Emperor Menelik's legacy is seen differently in Amhara and in Oromia. Some Oromos say that Emperor Menelik committed genocide of Oromos. That is why there are emotions running high, have been running high against the legacy of Emperor Menelik in some parts of Oromia. Adwa celebration participants who have been arrested and who are being charged at the courts, they are also being charged with wearing flags without star sign. So this flag controversy is escalating, viewers. It should not happen at educational institutions. The institutions must be place of learning, not place of ethnic divisions. I think this decision of Addis Ababa University will lead to further tensions. You cannot ban someone from wearing a t-shirt with a particular picture. Everyone has a right to wear a t-shirt no matter what picture on the shirt is. It should not be graphic, it should not be hateful, but as long as it's just a picture of a former emperor, it cannot be banned. So that is why it would lead to backlash from Amhara students, from Amhara groups as well. Secondly, viewers, Ethiopian government seems to be facing problems in uniting Ethiopian diaspora members in the US against HR 6600, American Foreign Affairs Committee's bill, which is going to be tabled at US House of Representatives in coming days. The bill calls for serious sanctions against Ethiopian government. We have heard reports about rifts in diaspora members, that some diaspora members are supporting Tigrayans. That is why perhaps 24 hours ago, a virtual meeting was held between Ethiopian ambassador to the US, Fitsum Araga, and top Ethiopian diaspora members. A virtual meeting, pictures have been shared by some sources by Fitsum Araga as well. And the meeting was on one point agenda, HR 6600. The resolution going to be tabled at US House. Fitsum Araga says that he listened to concerns of the participants of the meeting and their concerns about implications of this bill. It seems that Ethiopian government is once again trying to mobilize its diaspora to show resistance to the US government, that this bill HR 6600 should not be passed at the US House. Where is Harmila Regavi, a proponent of No More Movement? We have not seen any major rally against HR 6600 by No More Movement by Harmila Regavi. There are obviously some serious splits in Ethiopian diaspora when it comes to opposing HR 6600 in the US. 3 days ago, we saw announcement that in New Jersey, diaspora members would protest in front of Tom Malinowski office. Tom Malinowski is the main senator who was behind this HR 6600 resolution. But I did not see any pictures, any videos of the protest, which was due to happen on Tuesday. If someone has any pictures, videos of Tuesday's protest in New Jersey, do share it with me. But I have not seen any large-scale protest covered in media which happened in New Jersey on Tuesday. So it was planned for Tuesday, but I haven't seen any coverage so far. So it's very much clear, viewers, that Ethiopian government is finding it difficult to unite Ethiopian diaspora against HR 6600. Reason: diaspora has reservations, grievances against Ethiopian government. The government is making concessions. It's taking actions against Fano. It's in talks with TPLF. It has released TPLF leaders. It could compromise on Western Tigray. Several reservation. That is why some diaspora members, they have stepped back. Thirdly, viewers, Dr. Tedros, head of World Health Organization, is speaking out. Ethiopian government has been trying to silence him. We have seen a written complaint from the government against Dr. Tedros. The complaint was lodged with Executive Board of WHO to stop Dr. Tedros from interfering, allegedly interfering in Ethiopian internal matters. But Dr. Tedros spoke out last night, a very strong statement he issued. He says that for more than a year, Tigray is under a humanitarian de facto blockade. 7 million people are in dire need of medical aid, food, water. But the region is under de facto blockade. He called upon Ethiopian and Eritrean government to guarantee immediate and safe access to WHO for its work. We do know that WHO has started its flight operations to Tigray. Several flights of WHO carrying medical aid have landed in Mekelle, Tigray's capital. Dr. Tedros says that it's not enough. Tigray government says the same, that these by-air supplies are not enough. US aides Samantha Power also spoke on that yesterday. She also said by-air supplies are not enough. You need to supply aid by road. Dr. Tedros is once again speaking out in support of Tigrayans against Ethiopian and Eritrean government. Last viewers, a former official of Somali region has leveled some allegations against Mustafa Umar, president of Somali region. Name of the person is Abdi Qadir. Abdi Qadir was a member of the protocol contingent of Somali president. Some say he was the head of protocol unit of Somali region. What is he saying? And what is Somali regional government saying about these allegations of Abdi Qadir? Abdi Qadir says that Mustafa Omar, Somali president, is bribing Amhara news outlets. He named two news outlets, ESAT and Zehabesha. And these news outlets are being paid millions of Ethiopian birrs from state budget. Why is Mustafa Omar bribing them? Abdi Qadir claims that Mustafa Omar is bribing these Amhara news outlets because he wants them to bolster his image through their reporting. Now, Somali regional government has rejected these allegations. So my regional government says that Abdi Qadir is involved in solicitation, in other activities, some fraudulent activities, and some cases are pending against him. He has fled the country perhaps, and now he is speaking out against Somali regional government because he is facing charges at a court where cases are pending against him. Thank you for watching.